The bored student realizes they need to cure their boredom. The only way to do that is to venture out of these four walls. On their adventure outwards, their first stop is this kitchen. In the kitchen, there's parchment paper, which is a key essential to this project. The second stop is this Paw Patrol building that's a bit run down. It dispenses the tape we need. As this broke student returns to their room, they realize they've forgotten something. They have to venture back outwards to find it. Luckily, it is just outside the door, and they have to return. Upon returning, they discover this big case. What is in this case? Well, it's us. It was us in the case. They return to show off the haul they got, and we were the scissors all along, starting with paper and designs. When making a sticker, you need a paper, design, or dried flowers work. In this case, we're using both. And this sick transition will change your life. Whoa, look at that art. When you're cutting out your sticker design, you want to leave a little border. In this instance, I'm doing a circle, which is really tough, and I have to do circles and circles, but I get there eventually. Next step is parchment paper. I only cut what I need, which is this tiny corner that I didn't accidentally rip off camera. Next step is tape. You're gonna need at least 2 layers of it, so get used to trying to pick at the edges. I find it really easy, and I of course got it on my first try. Now you're gonna lay down your parchment paper and put your first layer of tape on it. It's gonna look like there's nothing there, and it's gonna be a very boring shot, but we don't care. Now, rearranging your stickers so that they don't touch and they have a border of tape around them is pretty difficult. The next step is cutting a new layer of tape, which I've spared you from watching me pick. It is a very difficult process when you're very tired and it's your first day back at school. Putting the second layer of tape on, which is slightly larger than the first, and squeegeeing it so that it's flat and there's no air bubbles at all, not a single one. That's airtight. See, I put it on perfectly the first time. Now, to cut it, you want to cut a small border around your art so that it will stick. The first layer of tape is what makes the back of it sticky, and the top layer protects your art from the outside world. Once again, circles are tricky, and I do circles and circles and circles around it until I'm happy. Flowers, on the other hand, are very abnormal and pretty easy to cut, because nobody cares. Here is one placement you can put a sticker on your computer. I'm a sticker fiend, and I personally don't want this on the outside to lose my art, my precious, precious art. Of course, picking at the edges is one of my easiest tasks ever. I've never had an issue in my life, and I got it on the first try. Satisfying, right? Here is me placing it right above my keyboard. When you place it, it's gonna be a little difficult because it's really sticky. And you gotta make sure that the edges are all touching, but I of course did it perfectly on the first try. Woo! Congratulations, my wild college student. Now we gotta throw away the trash and clean up, because later on, you're not gonna wanna do that. Returning to the kitchen that we once were at to put the parchment paper in the wrong spot, and then returning the tape to the rundown Paw Patrol building, and then putting the scissors away, because what would life be without opening this bin another time? Oh my god, look, it's us! Putting away the sticker is our final task before returning back to our work. As the student returns back to their work, they regret doing everything they just did so quickly, and now they're pretending to read this piece of paper and type on the screen. I hope this documentary can inspire you, a broke college student, to make stickers as well.